Take quitting out your vocabulary. Take it out. Cry if you must. Rest if you must. But the worst thing you can do is quit. When you want something bad, you can't count the cost, because if you count the cost and you see how much it costs, you might give up. So you gotta go in knowing that I don't count the cost. I do as many reps as it takes. I study as long as it takes. I pay whatever the price is. You get to a point when you don't count it. You just do whatever it takes to get whatever you want.
Put yourself in a position where you can't retreat, where it's do or die, sink or swim.
What's going on, everybody? It's your coach, AS Fitness, and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be hitting shoulders. Today I'm going to be going through a few exercises that you should be doing if you want bolder shoulders. So what I'm going to be doing first is 2 pressing movements. Before we get into the actual resistance training, we're going to warm up our shoulders. We're going to do some resistance band movements, mobility exercises to really just loosen up the rotator cuffs to prevent any injuries. You want to do right after a proper warm up. Usually I do about 5 minutes on the treadmill, a little light jog, just to get my body a little warmed up, and then I get into the stretches, the warm-ups, things like that, and then I get into my actual exercise. Exercises that we're doing today, I'm going to be listing right here. First, we have a military barbell press. We're going to be doing that standing. I want to engage the core. Anytime you engage the core in your exercises, you're more likely to burn more calories. Then we're going to be going on to an Arnold press. The Arnold press we're going to be doing seated. That'll be our first 2 pressing movements. Once we're done with those, I'm going to be hitting a front dumbbell raise. I'm going to be targeting the front shoulders. From there, we're going to move on to our 2 side lateral movements. So we're going to do dumbbell lateral raises, and I'm going to be supersetting that with upright rows, really targeting those side delts there. Then we're going to finish off with another superset, face pulls. We're going to be supersetting that with a bent over flies. That's going to be targeting your rear delts. Then we're going to end off our shoulder day with 2 shrug movements. We're going to be hitting shrugs to the front here, and then we're going to be bringing the dumbbell or the barbell behind us, and we're going to be doing shrugs, shrugging back to hit the back traps. So there you have it, guys. Today's rep ranges is 4 sets by 10 reps each. We're here to focus on form, mind-muscle connection. We're focusing on the stretch, the contraction, the hold, the isometric holds, the squeeze, right? This is what bodybuilding is all about. We're not here for strength training, for powerlifting. Leave that ego at the door. We're here to get an effective workout. We're here to work smarter and not necessarily harder. We're not here to ego lift, all right? My first warm up, I have 5-pound dumbbells we're gonna be doing around the world. Let's start off with our palms facing forward, and then our palms will end up still forward at the top. So it looks just like this. Here, coming straight up. We're gonna be hitting 10 reps, nice and slow. Warming up the shoulders, the rotator cuff, getting ready for those heavier compound movements, the mass builder movements, shoulder presses. From there, we're going to go ahead and hit our side lateral raises. 1, 2, getting a little pause at the top. 3, 4, 5. Right now you should feel a little burn here, and that's exactly what you want. We want that warm blood to start hitting the muscles, and this is very important, especially when you're trying to prevent injury. So our next warm up is front dumbbell raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 5 with the pause at the top. 1, 2, quick pause. 3, like a heartbeat. Boom, boom, boom. That was 10 reps. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our resistance band and warm up our upper back, which is our traps, and our rear delts. Let's get to it. All right, guys, here we go. Grab yourself a band, not too heavy. Want some resistance to it. From here, go ahead and grab the band like this. Just a little bit higher than your, I'd say about forehead area. And we're here, we're opening up the band. 4, 5. From here, open it up this way. 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 9, and 10. Now from the back, so before we were here, now we're gonna bring the bands behind us here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. This is warming up the rear delts and the traps, your upper back muscles, muscles that connect to your neck, prevent injury. Keep in mind, guys, that all the muscles throughout your body go straight up to your neck. And when you're hitting shoulders, your traps or your neck muscles, they are highly engaged in these movements. So warming up the neck muscles is super imperative. We're gonna start off with our standing barbell military press. Let's go. This next movement that we have here is the standing military barbell press. Now, even though we're warmed up, I still wanna do one warm-up set prior to adding weight onto the bar because it is a new movement. So it's very important that we at least have one warm-up set before adding weight to any new movement. I'm grabbing the bar just at shoulder width, so we're not way out here with it. Usually at the first line of the bar is where I put my pointer finger. What you then want to do is bring the bar to about chin area, and as I'm pressing the bar over my head, I'm gonna squeeze my glutes. What that is gonna do is engage my core and protect my lower back from any injuries. So remember what I said, guys, this exercise specifically engages your core a whole lot. So we're gonna squeeze our glutes and press straight over our head. Breathe in your nose. As you are pressing or contracting, you want to blow out. Nice and control at the bottom. Now, you always want to start off by warming up with a bar. You want to respect the bar because the bar has weight on it itself. You can get injured with just the bar. Trust me, I've gotten injured with just the bar. So it's very important that you do a warm-up set. Now let's start adding weight on here and let's get big. Let's do it. This is our first working set. So now I'm about an inch away from that first line on the bar, just a little bit wider than shoulder width. Set number 1, 3 more to go. All right, guys, now we're moving on to our next pressing movement, which is a seated Arnold press. So dumbbells start off like this, and then you turn on the way up, come back, turn in. Starting off with 35 pounds, bring the dumbbells up one at a time. Here, the back of our hands facing forward or the mirror, wherever you are. Just put your head back, press. So I'm turning my wrist and elbows in, then turning my wrist and elbows out. Nice and slow and controlled. Coming to about mouth level. So I'm not way down here, here. Keeping constant tension on those shoulders. If you can't stop at your mouth and hold it there, then you're going too heavy. Stop ego lifting. There you have it, guys. 4 sets, 10 reps, Arnold seated press. Now we're gonna spice it up a little bit. I'm gonna add in a double drop set. So what that means is I'm gonna do my Arnold press, 8 to 10 reps. Then I'm gonna drop the weight. I'm gonna grab my 40s. I'm gonna do another 8 to 10 reps. I'm gonna drop the 40s, go to 35s, and perform another 8 to 10 reps. And that'll be a total of 1 set. That is what I'm going to do on the last set. Let's get it. All right, guys, we're moving on to our third exercise. We're gonna hit the front shoulders now. What I'm gonna do is grab an easy bar. I'm gonna grab it about shoulder width apart, and I'm going to come straight up. A lot of people coming up way so high. You don't wanna do that. That can cause a shoulder injury. I'm gonna keep it at shoulder height. I'm just gonna hold it there for a second, get a nice pause at the top to get a nicer contraction on those anterior delts, AKA front delts. Let's do it. Do here, track those shoulders, right? So you don't want to protract those shoulders, you want to retract it. And we're gonna keep it there. Core nice and tight, squeeze the glutes. 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and up the weight by 5 pounds on each side, and we're gonna still shoot for that 8 to 10. But if you feel like the weight is too easy for 8 to 10 reps, do another 2. Do another 5 reps. Come on, guys. Arnold Schwarzenegger said those last 3 to 5 reps really shows what you're made of. Shows the level of your work ethic. And I say this all the time to my clients. Your body is a result of your work ethic. The work that you put in the gym day in and day out, not just in the gym, but with your nutrition and with your everyday habitual routines all throughout the day. Your life will be a result of that. So work hard at everything that you do, because how you do anything is ultimately how you will do everything. Because the future is only a result of what you do today. All right, guys, remember, a seed is planted today, but you have to water it, you have to take care of it. You have to make sure that no thorns or thistles choke that seed, right, in order for it to grow into something beautiful. So you guys have to do the work that is necessary today in order to become that version of yourself that you want to become. All right, guys, let's go on to the next set. Oh yeah, that was good. Let's go, baby. Let's try. So we're gonna go ahead and have a seat here on the floor, and what we're gonna do is retract our delts. We're gonna retract our shoulder blades together. What I'm then gonna do is turn my wrist and elbows out. I'm gonna pull the rope to my eye level, get a nice 2-second squeeze at the bottom, nice and control on the way up. This is hitting the rear delts and your upper back, your traps. So what I'm now going to do, grab a pair of 10-pound dumbbells, and I'm going to perform bent over rear delt dumbbell flies. Here's bend, slight bend in the knee, hinge at the hips, bend over. So what I'm using here is a pronated grip. You can use a neutral or a supinated grip. I'm using a overhand, aka pronated grip. Just retract my shoulder blades together, slight bend in the elbow, and we're gonna push the weight out so the arms are parallel to the floor. Nice pause at the top to engage. We're gonna stop right there. We're not gonna come together. There's no resistance here. We wanna keep that tension on the rear delt. So I stop here. Nice pause, squeeze. Notice how I'm not going all the way back. What that's gonna do is hit the traps. We're not trying to hit the traps. We're hitting that at the end. We're hitting the rear delts right now. There you have it, guys. What you're gonna do is perform 4 sets, 12 reps. I like to do a lot of drop sets, supersets when it comes to shoulders to really stimulate growth there. All right, so let's move on to the next exercise. All right, guys, for this next exercise, we have another superset, side lateral dumbbell raises, and we're gonna go ahead and superset that with dumbbell upright rows. We're gonna be performing 4 sets of 10 reps. Let's go. So quick demonstration, whenever I'm doing the side lateral raises, I'm not coming way up here. I don't want my wrist higher than my elbow. So what I do is pop my chest up, turn my wrist downward, just like this. So I'm pretending as if I'm lifting from the elbow. So like this. So I'm never going up way higher, stopping at shoulder shoulder level to the shoulders, or the arms from the elbow to the shoulder is parallel to the floor. Same thing like with the rear delts. Same thing with the front raises. I went on to my upright rows. So difference is my arms are a little closer. Same concept though. Lifting with the elbow, chest, rib cage is nice and high. Stop once my shoulder and elbow meet at the same level, again, parallel to the floor. Again, it's 4 sets of 10 reps. Now we're gonna do the next set. Now I'm hitting my shrugs, but my traps to the front. Guys, so what I'm gonna be doing now is hitting my traps, but from the back. So I have my dumbbells here. What I'm gonna do is pick the dumbbells up, and then I'm gonna sit here, all the way up against here, feet together, knees together. What I'm gonna do is, once I have the dumbbells in my hand, I'm gonna lean forward slightly, right? And then what I'm gonna do is shrug my shoulders, but backwards. So not up, but back. And then I'm gonna get a nice little pull here, boom, to get that extra squeeze and those back traps there. If you really want the muscles to start popping out right here, then you definitely gotta add these into your regimen. There you have it, guys. You're gonna be doing 4 sets of 8 to 10. And like I said before, if it feels a little light, just do another 2 reps. That doesn't hurt, right? I just wanted to add real quick, you know, a lot of people, they're always switching up their routines every week. And then they're wondering why they're not seeing results. In order to see results in certain areas of your body that you're looking to improve, you need to be consistent with a certain exercise regimen for at least 4 weeks. And then you could talk about switching it up to different exercises. And I learned that the hard way. And so I want to save you the time, the effort, and I want you to just focus on a certain routine and do that for a minimum of 4 to 8 weeks. And I promise you, you will see results. And if you want, you can go ahead and take the routines that I posted on here on my YouTube channel. You guys can do that for about 4 to 8 weeks, and then you can switch up to another regimen. But again, I guarantee you results with these exercises. Go ahead and give it a try. Leave your comments below once you have done so. Thank you.